Hello everyone, my name is Abby and I'm the Young Adult Assistant at the Twin Lakes Library System and I use she, her pronouns. So for today's Slice of Life video, I'm actually going to be doing something a little different than I normally do, and I actually wanted to take you on a couple of days in reading with me, so a little reading vlog, I guess. This is my attempt at being an amateur booktuber. So I am actually currently in the middle of like 4 books and I'm about to start a 5th one. And there's a reason for this. Normally I don't read that many at once. But I've actually sort of been in a little bit of a reading slump, or not really in a reading mood. So I'm sure your next question is, well, why are you picking up more books if you don't really feel like reading? I like to give myself the opportunity of reading a bunch of different things. So I'm hoping like one of them piques my interest. So I'll quickly go through some of the books that I'm reading and then the book I'm going to pick up. I'm not going to talk too in-depthly, about some of them because they are adult books and they're not necessarily something I would recommend for YA audiences. But I have my little tablet e-reader and I'm currently on Hoopla right now. So one of the books that I'm in the middle of is Raybearer. And this is one of the YA books that I'm reading, and this follows a girl named Tracy, I think is how you pronounce her name. I hope I didn't butcher that. And she is taken to the palace, and she's trying to become one of these council members for the prince, but her mother also is making her kill the crown prince once he loves her. I'm only 4 chapters in, so I'm not very far. So far I'm enjoying it though. I like the writing style a lot. It's YA fantasy, which is one of my favorite genres, and also the cover is beautiful. Just thought I would show that. Yeah, there we go. It's one of the prettiest covers ever. I'm trying really hard not to buy it before I finish reading it, because I don't want to buy it if I haven't finished reading it. The next book that I'm reading or listening to is it's called Black Fatigue, and this is a book about racism and being anti-racist and just better understanding how racism can lead to certain complications within the Black community. This is listed as adult nonfiction, but I think as long as you have parental, if you're a parent and you're concerned, I don't think that this is talking about, so far, anything that can't be talked about with children or at least teenagers. So I think it's fascinating. I'm trying to read a nonfiction every month, and it's been good so far. Nonfiction's not typically a genre I reach for, but I've been enjoying it. The other books I'm reading, I'm not super far into this one. It'll pop up. Let's see. That's a different book. Well, I can talk about this. I'm currently on chapter 13 of A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is a little novella for the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I'm reading that in preparation because a new book is coming out in this series. This has recently been reclassified as an adult book series, which probably for the best. Some of the content is not teen appropriate, so I appreciated seeing that move. And then the next book that I'm reading that I'm not very far in is A Discovery of Witches, which, hold on. Okay. I'm trying to show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Nope. That's what it looks like. And that I'm on chapter 2, so I'm not very far into it. I got this as a recommendation from someone I'm friends with. I know absolutely nothing about it, like the fact that it follows a witch and a vampire, which sounds fascinating to me. I actually did my undergraduate thesis on vampires in literature, so I thought that would be kind of fun. And then the next book that I'm going to start, hopefully within the next day or so, is Legendborne by Tracy, Dion. This book has been getting a ton of hype on the booktube community, which is something I follow really closely. A lot of people have said this is one of their favorite books they read, or it's become one of their favorite books. All I know is it follows the main character, Bree Matthews, who is doing some program at a local university. She's only 16, but she's doing some program at the local university. And she's also sort of trying to cope with the fact that her mother has recently passed away. And then also there's like Arthurian legends stuff in here. Sounds really cool. So I'm excited. Likely I'm not going to finish any of these in my little reading blog, but I thought it would be fun to kind of like take you through what I do for reading, or like how I read and books that I'm currently reading and my thoughts in the middle of reading them, because you usually see my little reviews of books, but you don't see like my thought process. My thought process on books can change a lot, and I'm not someone who's like, well, I didn't enjoy the first 100 pages of this, but I enjoyed the last 600, so I'm only going to give it like a 4-star or a 3.5 star. No, if I really like the majority of the book, it'll be a really high rating for me. And so it'll be fun to sort of videotape my progress, I suppose. So this is really exciting. I'm probably going to start reading A Court of Frost and Starlight in a minute, because I'm the farthest through that. But I need to talk about some other things that I do when I'm reading. I'm a big music listener too. I listen to a lot of music when I'm reading. So I try to find playlists that are for the book. So like, let's see, maybe Raybearer will have a playlist. Nope, Raybearer doesn't. Maybe Legendborne will. Yes. Oh, that's cool. Owlcrate made this. Owlcrate, if you don't know what Owlcrate is a book subscription box, which, if you haven't seen yet, we're doing a book subscription box. Dowdy made a whole video on it. I really suggest you check it out. They've worked super hard on it, and it looks really cool. I really highly recommend it. But yeah, so Owlcrate's like a book subscription box, and they made a playlist for Legendborne. So when I start reading Legendborne, I will probably listen to this, just because I think it helps set the atmosphere for the book. I really like doing that. I think it's really cool when authors and Tracy Dion made it actually, and Owlcrate just put their own version. Okay, so Tracy Dion, who's the author of the book, has made one too. So I will show you that. But yes, I will probably try to start this within the next day or so. This is only going to follow a couple days, so like I said, you're probably not going to see me finish anything unless it's like I can't stop reading it, which hasn't been happening, unfortunately, recently, because I haven't been in a big reading mood. But I will keep you updated. So yeah, talk to you again later. Hello everyone, I am giving a quick little update. I'm talking a little quiet because it's really late. It's 11:48 p.m. So I read about 3 chapters of A Discovery of Witches, because my checkout from the library is going to be up soon, so I wanted to read more. I'm on chapter 5 now. It's very dense, definitely an adult fiction book. So I'm going to now read a little bit of Raybearer before I go to bed, just to sort of break up the denseness of A Discovery of Witches. But I will check in tomorrow when I get a little bit farther, and I can tell you more about the book and what it's about, because I actually don't know that much about it yet. So just my quick little update. Talk to you later. Hello everyone, it is the next morning. I did some reading and I wanted to update you all on it, just so you know where I'm at. I read, I read 4 chapters of Raybearer last night. So I should be on chapter 9, but I'm going to double check. Let's see. Yep, I'm on chapter 9, so I'm about 23% of the way through, and so far I am enjoying this book. I like the magic that they're talking about, and I like the world building they've been doing. I think it's Tracy is an interesting lead. There is a bit of a time jump, so initially the book starts out, she's like 11 years old, and now she's 15, so in case you were worried you were reading this and you're like, oh, this seems more middle grade, it's not middle grade, it's definitely YA. I also just like the cultural sort of tie-ins into this book. I think those are all really fascinating in the way that the author does them and explains them. It doesn't feel info dumpy, but it does like give you all the context that you need. I also picked up Legendborne. I started that. I'm only 2 chapters in, but I've enjoyed the 2 chapters that I've read so far. Our main character is named Bree, and she is accepted into this early college program right after her mother, and then her mother passes away, and then there's like a 3-month time jump to where she's starting the early college program, and she sort of starts seeing magical things happen at this event. She can't really explain. And yeah, that's all I really know about it so far. Like I said, I'm 2 chapters in. I would like to, by the end of today, and by end of today, I mean the next, at least tomorrow morning, be at least 100 pages into this, just because I want to pick up the pace a little bit. And I'm going to try to read a couple more chapters of Raybearer today, and then I'm going to read probably a large chunk of A Discovery of Witches, since that's due in 2 days, and I want to get it read. Like I said, that book is definitely adult fiction. It's very dense, very academic sort of. I'm liking it. It's just not as easy to get through, I think, as Raybearer. And then I'm going to probably read a little bit of A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the Sarah J. Maas book that I was telling you all about. So that's the novella in the ACOTAR series. And it's in preparation for the newest book, which is A Court of Silver Flames, I believe, and that's following Feyre, who was our main character, her sister, Nesta, as the main character, and one of the people in Reese's sort of gang, Cassian. I'm excited about that. Nesta's not my favorite character. Some people really love her, some people really hate her. I just kind of fall in the middle with her. I don't find her particularly likable, but I do really like Cassian, so I think that their dynamic will be really interesting to see. I apologize, my fan is on, so my hair is blowing everywhere, and I just showered, so it's wet, so it's very cold. But yeah, that's the plan for today. I have other stuff that I will be doing that is more television watching that isn't reading, so I don't know how much I'll get read today because me and my mom are marathoning a show, but I do want to get a fair amount done. So yeah, I will update you again a little later. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, this is my little check-in. I actually haven't done like any reading. It's 12 a.m. So I am gonna read some more Legendborne. I read a little bit of it. But I honestly just watched a bunch of TV today. So I will be reading a little bit of this, and I'll be giving you an update. I am on chapter 2, no, 3, I think. So far so good. Nope, I'm on chapter 4. So far so good. I really like Bree as a protagonist thus far, even though I'm only 40 pages in, but I hope to get to at least the 100-page mark. I might update you if I get there, depending on what time it is. But yeah, that's my plan for tonight. Yes. So I will talk to you again later. Bye. Hello everyone. It is the next day. I didn't do an update simply because last night I didn't do an update simply because it was past 1 a.m. When I stopped reading and I was very tired. But I didn't get to page 100 in Legendborne, but I got to page 77. So far I'm really liking it. I like the pace that the author is taking it. We get introduced to the magic world pretty fast in here. And similar with Raybearer, I find that the way that the world is introduced isn't particularly like info dumpy. I find that it's explained to the main character the same way that it's kind of explained to us, I guess, if that makes sense, which I appreciate. I'm probably going to read some of this today. I really want to get to the 100-page mark, at least today. Maybe 150 if we're feeling particularly lucky. And then I think I might pick up Raybearer again or Court of Frost and Starlight. I'm not sure which. I think probably A Court of Frost and Starlight. That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. So that'll probably be what I read. Hopefully I can get through it. I'm like I think I'm at the 50% mark for Court of Frost and Starlight. Let's see. And that book's like only 230 pages or so, so it's not very long. Which is, yes, I'm at 49%, so I'm on page 120 out of 257, so that's pretty good. So I think I should be able to get a lot of that done today, but I'll do another update later, of course. But yeah, that's where I am. I might even update when I finally get to the 100-page mark for Legendborne. I am really liking it. Like I said, this has just been kind of like a slow reading week for me. Normally I can finish like 2 books a week. This week I'm just not having an easy time with that, but that's okay. I do really recommend the author playlist that she made. I think it fits really well, and I really like it. So yeah, I'll probably link that down below too if you have Spotify. I'm sure you can find like a YouTube version of it. I'll look and see if it's there. I'll link that as well. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I will give you another update soon. Bye. Hello everyone. So this is my probably last check-in for tonight. I read or I listened to Raybearer, and I think that's how I'm gonna go with it for the rest of the story. I really like the audiobook narrator. She's doing a really good job at creating really distinct voices for each of the characters. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. I'm finding that the story is really interesting. I'm on chapter 13 now. Yeah, chapter 13. And there's been another little bit of a time jump, which I think is good. And sort of the story is progressing in a specific direction now, and I feel like our like groundwork has been laid, essentially. I don't want to reveal like any spoilers. Tracy is such an interesting protagonist. She's not morally gray, but she's really conflicted about what she's supposed to be doing, and it's really interested to see sort of her internal battle with that. I also sort of like how they're addressing familial and romantic relationships in this book. It's very unique. It's not something I've ever read or seen that way, so I'm very intrigued by that. So I might read a little bit of Court and Frost and Starlight, or I might just be done reading tonight. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know the next time I update you, which will be tomorrow morning. Yeah, checking in tomorrow. Bye. Hello again. I actually just wanted to do like a quick little show you how I read sometimes. So sometimes when I'm not feeling particularly motivated to read or inspired to read, I will watch read with me videos, which flip my computer around, but basically YouTubers post videos of themselves reading. So that's a YouTuber I watch. Her channel name is ebook. I'll probably link it down below just so you know who she is. But she's doing her little intro, but basically it's just her reading, and you just read with her for I think hers is 50 minutes long. Yeah. And you just follow along and you read with her. She has music with her, some other ones don't. I personally will play my own playlist, so I tend to mute the read with me's and play my own playlist. My plan is to listen to the Legendborne Spotify playlist that the author made, Tracy, Dion. So I'm excited to do that and see if it helps me read. So I'll probably at the end of this read with me check in again and tell you how far I got. Talk to you again later. Bye. Hello everyone. I actually didn't film today, but I did want to do a little closing thing and kind of tell you where I'm at reading. I haven't read Legendborne today, but I did read a big chunk of Raybearer or listen to it. I really, really recommend the audiobook, honestly. I think the audiobook is so good, and I really like who they got to narrate it. I really like this story. I think the pacing is really good. So yeah, I'm like halfway through it now, I think. A little over halfway through it, actually. Definitely really recommend. It'll probably come up in a video at some point when I finish it, if I continue to really love it, but I think I will. Yeah, I just wanted to give a little update. This is kind of just what a week, or not even a week, a couple days of me reading is like. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Not the most eventful, but you know, sometimes we don't read a lot during the week, and that's okay. But I will see you again next time. Bye.